Welcome to the September 2009 City Focus. On this edition, Stage 2 water restrictions, going from round to rock, downtown plan update, and tourism efforts pay off. These stories and more on City Focus.
In late August, the Brazos River Authority directed the utilities that draw water from Lake Georgetown to implement mandatory water restrictions. The BRA said the prolonged severe drought and increased demand call for more aggressive conservation measures.
The city implemented mandatory Stage 2 water restrictions on August 25th in response to the BRA directive. While our water system has the capacity to meet increased demand, our main supply, Lake Georgetown, has been dropping significantly this summer.
We're in a severe drought. Our main source of water is Lake Georgetown, and as you know, Lake Georgetown's been dropping significantly over the last several months. We're asking our citizens and customers to start following the watering schedule. If you do not follow it, it is a violation of the ordinance and there will be citations issued. It is a Class C misdemeanor with a fine of up to $2,000 that the municipal court judge will set.
Stage 2 restrictions mean that what was voluntary earlier this summer is now mandatory. Mandatory restrictions mean that if you have an installed sprinkler system, you can only water between midnight and 10 a.m. If you don't have a sprinkler system, you can only water between 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. All watering must be done on your designated watering days. Residents with an address that ends in an odd number can water on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Residents with an even-numbered address can water on Thursdays and Sundays. Businesses, apartments, schools, and government properties can water on Tuesdays and Fridays. If you've got a sprinkler system, be sure to give it a close inspection. Running sprinklers with broken heads, misaligned heads, overspray, or runoff is a violation of Stage 2 restrictions. For a complete list of the restrictions, visit roundrocktexas.gov/water. Even if the drought continues, the city has plans to ensure that we have enough water for our growing population.
Right now, we are getting some additional pumps designed and going to be constructed by next summer at Lake Stillhouse Hollow that will allow us to pump more water into Georgetown to help keep that lake full, which will help us heading into next summer.
We work hard to keep the information on roundrocktexas.gov fresh and relevant. We want to take that concept one step further and offer a way for others to keep people up to date with city news and videos on their websites. To help make that happen, we decided to create some City of Round Rock website widgets. To check out our widgets, surf to roundrocktexas.gov/widgets. Here you'll see a brief description of how each widget looks, along with the code to have the information available on your website. The section at the bottom describes how the widgets are built if you'd like to do some basic customization. The idea is to give homeowners associations and other groups or individuals that would be interested in relaying city info to their audiences an easy way to make that happen. The Woods Homeowners Association is using a couple of our widgets, and you can see them in action at their site, thewoodshoa.org. Our website widgets are a great way to bring up-to-date local city content to your audience with no fuss. Check out roundrocktexas.gov/widgets to get city info on your site today.
There were 348 participants in the 5K for Clay, and your Sports Capital of Texas ambassadors were among those who participated.
Well, at the 5K, the ambassadors encouraged a fit and healthy lifestyle and revealed the selected participants for the Round to Rock fitness program. Round to Rock participants will receive 3 group training sessions per week for 3 months from personal trainers.
I think the Round to Rock program is going to help me with accountability. I mean, I know what to do some ways on how to eat and some exercises to work out on, but I need someone to hold my feet to the fire.
I have 2 young boys that play sports, and I want to be out there with them playing. And the only way I think I can do it is if I get myself healthy. So I'm really excited to be in this program and want to get started.
The participants will also receive in-depth health classes with nutritionists at Seton Medical Center, Williamson.
I'm really excited about having someone to show me how to better prepare meals for my family and start my 4 kids off on the right path as far as being able to eat right.
Participants are currently meeting with their doctors, nutritionists, and trainers in preparation for the program. Keep up with participant blogs, get health tips, and find out about opportunities for you to participate in the fun at roundtorock.com.
Engaging the public has been a priority in developing our downtown master plan. At the latest public input opportunity, more than 110 citizens turned out at an open house to give their thoughts on the plan.
The process of creating a design and policy strategy for revitalizing downtown Round Rock took another step forward in late July as citizens offered their input on key elements of the draft plan. At the open house, citizens weighed in on the vision for the plan, proposed roadway and parking improvements for downtown, green space, historic preservation, marketing and branding, financing, and land use. Citizens offered up 40 pages of written comments, and many took advantage of the opportunity to ask questions about the plan. While most of the comments received were supportive of the proposals, some weren't, and that's okay. We want to hear from everyone affected by the plan or interested in downtown's future.
There was a lot of feedback, and not all of it's positive, of course, you know, and I think the city's been doing a good job of taking both the positive and the negative and listening to the concerns of the neighborhood. What I like about it is that it's a comprehensive plan. You know, they're looking at the entire downtown area. It's not an island of a couple blocks.
A lot of factors will have to come together to achieve the plan's vision of a vibrant, walkable downtown bustling with shops, restaurants, and cultural arts venues mixed with office and residential uses. It will require the right blend of zoning changes, transportation network upgrades, streetscape improvements, and more. It's a complicated process, which is why our citizen participation efforts, from scoping meetings back in 2007 to a week-long charrette in January, have been so deliberate.
Something like this is difficult for people to understand. It's even difficult for us to understand where, you know, the city's coming from. And I think the charrettes were a great way to get people up to speed, get feedback, understand what people liked, what they didn't like. I thought it was great to bring in the top quality consultants that the city has. You know, I was surprised at you know, what downtown could look like in 10 years or 15 years, you know, really transformed. I think it's been a great opportunity for business owners, for all the different contingents, people who work in Round Rock, live downtown especially, to give the city feedback. And I think, you know, based on the open house, you know, the city's listening. It was another opportunity for people to give their feedback.
To learn more about the plan, go to our project webpage, where you can download the plan documents, as well as learn more about the history of the project. And it's not too late to offer your input into the plan. Go to the project blog and make sure your voice is heard.
It's definitely been game on in the sports capital of Texas. Baseball, bowling, skateboarding, track and field, volleyball, soccer, and even women's football brought over 9,000 participants to Round Rock. Since May, the events brought in by the Convention and Visitors Bureau have generated over $6 million to the local economy. The sales tax revenue collected from this spending helps improve infrastructure, maintain services, and reduce property taxes. The money visitors spend at local hotels, restaurants, and stores also helps employ residents and keep our local economy strong. The services the CVB provides come at no expense to local taxpayers because it is funded entirely by hotel occupancy taxes. Now that's something we can all be fans of. To learn more about your Convention and Visitors Bureau and see what events are coming to Round Rock, visit sportscapitaloftexas.com. Game on! School is almost back in session, and that means we need to keep a sharp eye out for children on our roadways. Officer Sandy Wright has some safety tips.
Here are a few things you can do to keep the roadways around our schools safe for our kids.
The number one thing you can do is slow down. It will help you be more aware. Watch for kids crossing streets not only in designated crosswalks, but in other areas as they try and get to their cars. You also always want to obey crossing guards and not block visibility by stopping in a fire lane.
Follow these tips and you will have done your part to make the roads around our schools a little more safe.
This program brought to you with support from the Round Rock Leader. Visit us on the web at rrleader.com.